Hi guys!
Hey!
Welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be doing our Disneyland Paris haul from all of the things we bought in Disneyland. So I hope you enjoy! So the first thing I want to show you is actually my Disneyland Paris ears that I brought. So I'll give you a little close up. So they're just a gold kind of sparkly sequins with a black bow with kind of gold polka dots. And on the side here, it says Disneyland Paris 25th anniversary. Because obviously when we went this year, it was the 25th. So they had lots and lots of 25th anniversary merchandise. I think this is actually the only 25th merchandise we actually brought, isn't it?
No.
Is it not? Okay, no, sorry, I take it back. There is some other things we brought. So, we've got quite a lot to go through. I think we'll start with homeware stuff first.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, here we go.
The first bit we're going to go through is these mugs that we bought. They're super cute. And they are this one here and this one here. So they are actually pretty decent sized, pretty fair sized mugs. That's Jiminy Cricket there, and on the back it says Disneyland Paris with the shooting star. It's pretty cool, and it's in green, which happens to be my favourite colour, so it's good.
And then I got a C, obviously the C and J for challenges, and it's got the Cheshire Cat on it, who is my favourite character, and it's pink, which is also my favourite colour. So we kind of had to get those mugs because we felt like they were made for us. €10.99. Which is pretty reasonable considering they're huge mugs. And also my ears, I didn't tell you the price of them. I didn't actually keep the price, but I think my ears were about $16.99, I think. About that anyway.
Yeah, I'd say that. So the next part of the homeware is these little tumbler sort of whiskey glasses. Are pretty cool. It's got Mickey all around the outside. We'll see how well you can see that. There he is. So he's saying wow and stuff like that. But it's got various ones all the way around. And it was a really good price. It was actually $4.99.
And we bought two of those.
Yeah, because you always need two whiskey glasses because you can't drink alone. That's just sad.
And the next one is a set of glasses. We all purchased them all individually, but we actually bought 6 of these glasses, and I think they're probably my favourite thing that we bought.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
But they're just kind of just little glasses, and I'll show you a little bit of a close-up. It's quite difficult to see, but it's actually just kind of an engraved Mickey Mouse, and then it says Mickey Mouse kind of like over the top. Anyway, super cute, and the price for those were €3.99, which I think is ridiculous.
So we bought 6.
We bought 6. And they're like really, really thick glass, so that's not something that's going to easily crack, hopefully.
Okay, so the last bit of homeware that we bought is a trivet. Now, I didn't know what a trivet was, so
I had to teach him. So it's like a stainless steel kind of plate, and you put it on your counter service in your kitchen, and when you have like a hot saucepan or a hot plate, it just stops it from kind of like just scalding the worktop basically.
So this one was $12.99.
So cute!
It's gonna look really good. So the next bit we're gonna go through are Christmas decorations. Now, you know how we love Christmas, and we can't go to a Disney park without buying some form of Christmas stuff. So we definitely bought some Christmas decorations, we'll show you now. Okay, so the first bit is these cute little baubles.
So we bought a green sparkly one, kind of like a bronzy gold sparkly one, and a blue sparkly one.
So there's a close-up of the green one, and close-up of the bronze one. And then this one's a little bit different, it's got a bit of rope on it than the blue one. So these are pretty cool, and we're super excited for these to go up at Christmas, but they were actually $7.99, which is pretty good, we thought. My personal favourite one is the green, because it really pops out. It looks like looks like something like the Emerald Sea.
That's my least favourite one. My favourite one is the blue one. And they had loads of different colours. They had kind of a pink one, they had a red one, a green kind of shiny one, but we wanted to go kind of with the sparkly one, so we got them all to match really.
Okay, so we've got 2 other decorations, and we've got a rule for our Christmas tree that if it makes it on, it has to be Disney really, or we have to love it. And for it to be on the Christmas tree, it actually has to be Christmassy, because we've seen so many Christmas decorations from Disney that aren't Christmassy. So like, there's just like, I don't know, just Woody just standing on his own with no Christmas lights or even a hat. So we made the rule early that they have to be Christmassy, so this is the first one we bought. So he is actually holding a little Christmas present, and he's actually got a little hat on as well, which is pretty cool. And if you look close enough at this little leaf here, there's a little Mickey head in there as well.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Did you not?
No.
Pretty cute. And he's got a little sword on his back. So yeah, we definitely love this one.
And how much was he?
He was $9.99.
Not bad.
Not bad, not bad.
And we got another character to add to our character collection. It's just
Ooh, he's a bit tangled.
And we brought Remy. So it's really hard to see him. It's quite bright in here. But he's got a little candy cane, he's got a little Santa hat on, and he's kind of got the same ribbon and the same holly leaf that Peter Pan had as well. So he's super cute.
Yeah, we love that.
And he was also $9.99.
Okay, so the other piece of 25th anniversary merchandise that we got was these. So they have been released just for the 25th anniversary. Disney have obviously got a deal with Coca-Cola, as you'll know if you'd have been there. And so yeah, they've done 2 tin bottles. Now, they're just like normal bottles, but at the bottom it's got the Disney Castle and 25th written on them here, which is pretty cool. We absolutely love them. I saw them for the first time and I just fell in love. So yeah, we've had to get them, and we think that they're pretty cool, to be honest.
I'm not allowed to open them though, we're not allowed to drink them apparently, they're just for decoration.
Just for decoration.
And I don't actually remember how
they
much
were
were.
€3.50.
€3.50. So mainly for the bottle, and it's got the Disneyland castle on it, so it's super cute. So
and they both look awesome, so.
They do look really good together.
If you're wondering what a Disney Paris bags look like, they are, well, they're just like this.
They're all different colours actually.
This one's red. It's got Disney Paris written on it with the castle and a few little bits and bobs. But that's the red one. There is also a big blue one, but I'll show you that because it's huge.
Okay, so next we're going to go through a few clothing items we brought. We didn't actually buy much. Like compared to when we go to Florida, we usually buy loads of clothes. But we just bought a few t-shirts and Jez brought a couple of hats, so we'll show you them now. So
the first hat that I bought, which I wasn't going to buy, but in the end I'm glad I did, was this one here. So it's got Mickey Mouse written across the front and a big Mickey Mouse on the front. I
kind of had to convince him to buy it. You were a bit unsure about it, but I thought it was so cool. And it's like comic book strip, so if you look really closely, you can see Mickey saying all different things, and
little Mickey Mouse comic books around the back there, which are pretty cool. And even on the little strap as well, which is awesome. But yeah, so I absolutely love that, and I'm glad I bought it. So this particular hat was $24.99. Quite expensive hat.
That's not that bad. Hats last forever though.
Well, yeah. So I got a second hat, and it was this one, which is my favourite of the two. This one here. So it's got Remy on the front there, with his little hat on, and then the actual cap peak has got a little bits of fruit. Sorry, vegetables.
Oh wait, what vegetables are on there?
Tomatoes, onions,
so it's
peppers.
It's literally like the ingredients of ratatouille, I think.
Yeah. And then on the back here, it says Bon Appetit with a little rat on it. I'll see if I can get that up closer, but this is the actual hat itself here. There we go, Bon Appetit, and then there's a little rat character, which is pretty cool. And I love that hat. It's a little bit flat for my liking. I will end up, when you buy it, it's actually a flat cap like that, but I don't like them. I prefer to bend them, so I will bend that. And this one was actually really reasonable, $16.99, which I thought was a really good price.
That is really good.
Yeah, so that's my two hats I bought.
So when we were in the park, it was actually our first day, I saw a t-shirt that I really loved, and Jez really liked it as well, so we decided on the first day that we would actually get the same t-shirt. Probably won't wear it at the same time.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, we probably will.
No, who we like. You guys know I'm pretty sad.
But no, we both really loved it, so we brought Jez's size, and then for a few days we couldn't actually find my size. But then on the last day, I asked a cast member and they rung a few shops for me, and we found a shop that had it and they reserved it for me.
So always ask.
Yeah, always ask if they don't have your size, because probably somewhere in the park will. But we'll show you the ones we got. Everyone probably has this shirt that's ever been to Disneyland, but...
So it's pretty cool. I'll see if I can fold it so you can actually see it really well. So it says Disneyland Paris, and then it's actually got Mickey Mouse in the middle, and it's got this on one side it's got 1992, which is when the park actually opened, and on the other side it's got 2002, which is when the Walt Disney Studios opened. And then on one side with the Walt Disney Studios, it's got sort of like the biggest ride, which is the Tower of Terror. And on the other side, it's got Space Mountain, which is obviously the biggest ride, so that's this side and that side. And underneath, it's got Walt Disney's signature, and it says, "I hope we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started with a mouse."
They had them in a red colour as well, with exactly the same logo and like the patchings on the front. And they also had, I think, a grey jumper.
Yeah, big grey jumper.
Though these bits here weren't in colour, they were just in like black or something.
Yeah, black and white.
But the t-shirts are super soft, really thick, just really, really good quality. And they're a really good price. This, I think they're both the same price.
They're the same price, yeah.
They were $25.99, which I think is a really reasonable price.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to wear it with a pair of jeans or underneath my dungarees. Super cute.
No doubt we will wear it as well on our next Disney trip together. Probably our travel shirt, to be fair.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. I've also bought another shirt, which I never do. Charlotte normally buys more clothes than I do. But this t-shirt here is pretty cool. I'll show it to you now.
Again, I made you buy it because I love it.
It's a Nightmare Before Christmas t-shirt, and it's pretty simple, just white with a massive Jack Skellington face on it, which is pretty cool.
Again, it's that really soft, thick kind of t-shirt material.
And it's actually embossed on rather than stuck, so it's like you can't get it off and it won't come off in the wash or whatever. It's pretty cool. And then on the back, it just says Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, which is pretty cool. And this shirt was actually really reasonable, $19.99.
That's a really good price.
Which is a really good price for a shirt in Disney, I felt. And I really like this one. So yeah.
I don't know how long they're going to stay purely like pearly white for, because no one else will probably spill like burger or like tacos on them. But we'll try our best.
Yeah, another thing as well that I did notice in Disney, being a gentleman on the larger size, I require sort of double XL, triple XL shirts, and they don't go any bigger than double.
No.
Everywhere in the park, double is the biggest they possibly did.
Whereas your bit, he's 6'4" and he's got very broad shoulders, and a double XL was a good fit.
It was a good fit. It was a good fit, but in Florida they got to like 7, 8, 9 times XL, and that's the kind of level you need to be looking at really. Pick your game up, Paris. Pick it up. Next Next purchase is a set of posters. So as you go into Disney Paris or any Disney park, as you go through the little tunnel entrance, there's always retro posters on the wall of the rides, of the park, all that kind of stuff. And we've always wanted to purchase them, and we actually found Paris's ones while we were in there. They're really common, you can see them pretty much anyway. So you get 12 posters inside, and this is it here. Really bright, that's the light, there we go, that's better. And on the back it actually shows you what posters you've got. So there's one for the railroad, there's one for Small World, Space Mountain, Peter Pan's Flight. They're all here, pretty cool to be fair. I'll see if I can get it up close enough that you can actually see. Yeah, that's not too bad. So feel free to pause it guys and have a look at each one. But we can't decide what our favourite ones are. I think mine's either Phantom Manor or potentially the Orbitron one, which is pretty cool. Let us know down in the comments below which one you think's your favourite, because we can't make our mind up. And
they were $29.99 for a set of 12, which is quite reasonable as well.
Yeah.
They're really good size, so we're going to kind of like frame them all individually and have them kind of dotted around the house.
I'm sure we'll share them once they're up. We'll take pictures and stuff. So yeah, that was a pretty cool purchase.
Okay, so a few things that I brought for my personal self are colouring things. Woo! So Paris actually had loads of different colouring books, and I wanted pretty much all of them, but I kind of had to restrict myself. So I only brought one colouring book and one kind of colouring accessory, so I'll show you now what they are. So the first one, and this is actually for Disneyland Paris's 25th anniversary as well. It is a giant colouring poster, and when I mean giant, it is huge. Like, I would open it and kind of show you, but it's so big it wouldn't even fit in shot.
Well, you can see by the front here what kind of things you're going to be colouring.
Yeah, there's like a Frontierland, and there's a Star Wars bit, and you can colour in Mary Poppins, and it's all there.
It's 100 centimetres by 70 centimetres.
It's like this big.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's huge. And it was only $12.99, which is pretty good. I mean, it's going to take me forever to colour.
And it's going to be really hard to colour. You're going to have to like fold it and stuff to get it coloured.
But I feel like once I've done it completely, I think it's going to be something that I'm going to have to frame.
That's going to be a big frame.
I mean, it will be, but I'm going to use my sparkly gel pens and it's going to look the absolute bomb. So when I finish it, I mean, probably going to be like 2 years or something ridiculous like that. I will show you guys.
Don't worry, we'll share it step by step. As she gets step by step, we'll share it with
progress.
you. Yeah, like a progress tracker kind of thing.
I'm probably gonna start it once I finish this video because I've just been waiting to film it before I start it. But yeah, I'm super excited to do that, and it being the 25th anniversary, obviously they're not going to be around for much longer, so I'm super happy that I managed to get one. And the second colouring thing I brought, which is a colouring book, is this huge like hardback book here. In the back of it, I mean, I'm just going to show you, I opened it literally on the perfect page. In the back section of the book are kind of retro posters to the films. So obviously there you've got
Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland.
And if I show you the front of the book, it's the posters but in the colouring form. So you've got all the old school like Mickey Mouse cartoons and all the different films there as well.
So it's Bambi and Cinderella.
I mean, it's absolutely huge. It's like, what is that, A3 would you say?
Yeah, I'd say that's A3.
And that was awesome, and that was only $16.95, which I think is really good.
Yeah, good purchase.
Yeah, so I'm super excited to do some colouring.
So next is a purchase that we got in the Pirates of the Caribbean shop.
To be fair, we probably should have included this in the homeware section, but there we go.
Oh well, whatever. So it's pretty cool. This is the box it comes in.
They package it well.
Yeah, and it's actually in polystyrene, so we were able to bring it back in the car with us and not have to worry about it. So let's get it open and show you what's inside. Okay, so the purchase was a candlestick.
It's a Jack Skellington candlestick, and it is amazing.
So it's too big for get up close, but it's got all little red ribbons and skulls around the bottom, which look awesome. And you bring him down, and he's the whole length of the actual candlestick himself. And then there he is at the top, and then the candle obviously goes in there with a little spiky bit. But on the back, it's like themed the entire way around, and it says RIP and stuff on it.
It's a really heavy, it's like really heavy, really good quality. When we saw it in the shop, I was like, I need this. And I was like, no, it's gonna be really expensive. We were kind of guessing like 50, 45.
50 kind of thing.
I couldn't see a price on it because they just had them kind of on display on the shelf and there was none in boxes. So I asked a cast member and he said $19.99. And I was like, jeez. So we grabbed one. It was amazing, I love it. The lady who served us actually said, let me just check it for you to make sure it's okay, because it was all packaged up for us. So she opened up all the box, and kind of on the top bit where the candle is, it was some like weird, like waxy stuff. So basically, long story short, when you get something from Disney and it's boxed, just ask them to open it and check it, because if she didn't offer to do that, I probably wouldn't have asked, and we would have got home and had a candlestick that was not great quality. So,
and 7 hours is a long way to go just to return it in the car.
Yeah, we wouldn't have returned it, and I would have been really annoyed. So yeah, always ask them to check. And then, well, I didn't even ask, she was more than happy to do it for us, so yeah.
It's a really cool purchase though, we love it.
Okay, so the next one was kind of a thing I bought for myself.
The first day.
Yeah, I did actually buy it the first day. I was like, I love this. There's no point me coming back and getting it later because I know I'm going to buy it. So I just bought it. It was $34.99, and it is a sparkly Minnie Mouse backpack. Woo-hoo! It's like covered in sequins.
That's so shiny.
And then it's got kind of like padded mini ears and bow on the top. It's like really good size actually.
It's about the size of a Vans bag. If you've ever seen a Vans bag, they're about that big.
I mean, I was really sad because they had, you know, the Primark sparkly Minnie Mouse like backpack. It's like half the size of this, the Primark one. But I was so desperate for one, and I saw so many people in Disney with it, and I was so sad. And then I saw this, and I was like, this is so much better than the Primark one. So I got this, and I'm probably just gonna use it all the time in Disney or not. Oh look.
Hello.
Me and my ears. I'll probably use it on our next Disney trip as well, because
it's got like 3 Disney bags now.
It's so cute. Yeah, I love the backpack. One of my favorites.
So when we bought the
candlestick,
we also bought the posters at the same time, which you were just in earlier. And because we're buying them, we also got this. So this is an umbrella, and it was half price because we spent over €40.
I think it's just half price if you buy anything.
No, so there's a price limit. Well, whatever, we're not sure,
okay.
But
it should have been $19.99, and we got it for
$9.99.
Usually I wouldn't buy it, but the day we left Disney, it was torrential rain. Like there was thunder, there was lightning, and we hadn't bought really any waterproof clothes because it was so hot. It was about 30 degrees every other day.
Yeah.
So I thought, no, I need this because I just bought loads of stuff and I didn't want all my new stuff to get wet. So we bought this cool Jack Skellington umbrella, and we'll give you a close-up so you can see the pattern on it.
Okay, so the actual pattern on it is Jack Skellington's heads with loads of raindrops, and all the heads have got different like facial expressions and stuff like that. Like this little fellow up here is not smiling, and this one is, and yeah, obviously the entire umbrella has got that entire pattern on it as well. Might be an idea to actually just buy one and keep it in the bottom of your bag.
Yeah, I think it's probably where that one's going to live, to be fair.
Yeah, more than likely, because it's nice and small and easy to portable. Easy to portable? Easy to move. The next one is a bit of a fun one, really. I wasn't going to buy it, and then I thought, no, screw it, I'm going to buy it because I love it. So in Disney Paris, there is a ride called Star Tours, which is pretty universal at most Disney parks. And it's you get inside the ship and you go on an adventure, and there's loads of different adventures. So you could ride like 20 times and still not ride the same ride. I think it's 50 of them.
Something like that.
Well, we went on it like 3 times and didn't ride the same one any of the time, so that was pretty lucky. So when you come out, you come into the Disney shop, which in Florida is called Tatooine Traders, but here I think it's called Starport or Star Traders.
Something like that.
Something like that. They've got a lightsaber builder, and they've also got a droid builder. So you build your own droid, so you can build pretty much loads of different colours and loads of different styles, but I decided to go with the classic R2-D2 and give him a little twist. So it's R2-D2's normal body, normal colours, but difference being he's got a little Mickey hat on. So I love this, and this was...
It was $9.99, I remember.
$9.99, which isn't too bad. I mean, the droid's pretty cool, and it's actually completely break-upable. So your feet will come off, your arms come off, your head, your front bit, your body, all interchangeable. And there's like hats that say I love Yoda and all this kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. So yeah, build yourself a droid.
It's pin time! Okay, as you know, if you've watched our vlogs, we love pins.
We do love pins, and we're very sad, so we're going to show you our pins. First one's first, we had to get a Disneyland Paris pin, which is this one here. It is a Disneyland castle.
And all of the pins in the Disney stores have a different colour on them, and this one was a green one,
So
which means
well.
it was $6.99, which is actually a really good price for a pin.
Really reasonable. We did notice that the pins in Paris are slightly bigger. They just seem bigger.
Yeah, they did seem bigger.
I mean, they haven't got as many, so maybe they make them bigger for that.
Yeah, we got probably like a 1/10 of what we usually get when we go.
God, yeah.
Anyway, I'll show you another one we got. This one is a resort pin, because we always like to get a pin in the Disney resorts we stayed in. So this one is for Hotel Cheyenne. So this one is the Hotel Cheyenne pin. It's just kind of Mickey in a little Indian outfit. It's going to be really difficult to focus on the key, but there's a little key in the bottom of it, which is supposed to represent kind of the room key, and there's a little tiny Mickey head in it as well, which is really, really cute. So we got that.
What's really cool as well is the actual back board bit is shaped like a little bit that you hook on the door handle at your hotel, which is pretty cool. And the key has got 2 little Mickey heads on it.
So that one was a blue one, which means it was $8.99.
We always have to buy the rides that we enjoy the most and the ride pins. So we've got a few from Florida, and now we've got a few from Paris. So these are the ones we got. We had to get this one, Peter Pan's Flight. So this is the Peter Pan's Flight one, which is pretty cool. It's not written in French or anything, and this one was an orange pin, which makes it
$7.99.
Next ride pin that we got was for the Ratatouille ride. We totally fell in love with the Ratatouille ride, so we had to have the pin. This pin is an orange pin, which makes it again
$7.99.
$7.99. This is the Ratatouille pin, which is pretty cool. So it's actually Remy standing on the front there with the Ratatouille symbol for the actual park itself and the actual ride. And then the actual building is what you see when you're in the Ratatouille part of the park. There's a big fountain and stuff. So that's a pretty cool pin, and we enjoyed getting that one.
So the next pin we got is for another ride, and it was Hyperspace Mountain, which was one of our favourite rides in Paris and probably one of our favourite Disney rides ever. Yeah. So it's their equivalent of Space Mountain, and I think it was called like Space Mountain Mission 2 or something like that. But recently they've changed it to Hyperspace Mountain, which is exactly the same track as before, but it's Star Wars themed. And because of that, we fell in love. So here's the pin we got. So this is the pin. It's super cute. And we have kind of started a Star Wars kind of pin range now, so this will go nicely with that. And this was an orange pin as well, which makes it $7.99.
Pin itself has got the TIE Fighters and the X-Wing, and then behind it has got Space Mountain, the actual Space Mountain ride, which is pretty cool. We loved it. We fell in love
The last kind of ride and attraction pin we brought is the Phantom Manor one. There we go. So we do have the Haunted Mansion pin for Florida. We wanted to get the Phantom Manor pin because it's a completely different pin to the one in Florida. And again, this one was an orange pin, so that was $7.99 as well. Okay, so I like to collect princess pins, and I actually call them my Pretty Princess collection. And this one was really beautiful, loads of colour, so I had to get it. It's a Anna and Elsa kind of summer pin, really pretty. I think it's just a Disneyland Paris pin. I don't remember seeing it in Florida. And again, that was an orange one, so it was $7.99. And this is the Moana pin, or Vaiana, as they call it in Paris. This was a green pin, so this one was $6.99, and this is what we meant by the size of them. This is a huge pin, and I think it's really beautiful, so I had to get that one. And to go with my Moana pin, I brought another Moana pin, and this one is Moana, Maui, and Hey Hey. Yeah, really cute pin, really good size, and that one was an orange one, so that one was slightly more expensive at $7.99, but still a really good price.
So the last pin, not the best pin we got, but I personally collect the Sword in the Stone set, and they're really hard to get.
Yeah, we literally have hardly any, and the ones we have got have been from like eBay because they're so difficult to get hold of.
Yeah, they're just no one wants to trade them away, and they're quite difficult to get a hold of, and they don't really do many. So when I come across them, you just have to buy them. So I got.
He's a bit drunk.
This little fellow.
Archimedes.
Archimedes. This is the owl from the Sword in the Stone. He's a pretty cool character, so that makes I think it's my 6th pin.
Maybe, but we don't have many. But
no, they're hard to come by.
If you come across any, let us know, because we will definitely want to be buying them.
Or trading. If you trade, that's absolutely fine. That's all our pins we bought.
So the last 2 things we brought weren't actually from the Disney park, so from Disney Village. And because we both love Lego and we had a bit of money left over, we decided to buy Lego. So this is what we brought. So we kind of brought a piece of Lego each. I mean, I love the Lego that Jez loves, and he loves the Lego I love, but it would be nice to just kind of have our own sets to build. So I got the Moana set. Woo-hoo! So as you may or may not know, I love Moana, and there are 2 Lego Moana sets at the minute, and this is the large of the 2.
And it does say on the front there, boat does not float.
Just in case
you decided to try and float it.
And that cost me $39.99, which is pretty much the same as what it is at home, but I just thought I'm in Disney, why not treat myself to, just hit myself in the face with that. Why not treat myself to some Disney Lego? Slightly larger set for Jez.
I've got a X-Wing.
Da-da-da.
So I bought the Star Wars X-Wing, and I'm pretty psyched to build this. It's pretty cool. So you've got, I can't even see what I'm filming. So you've got BB-8, you've got Poe, stuff like that. And this one was actually $99.99. But I was walking around the shop, and one of the gentlemen from Lego working there come up to me and went, I've got one of them at the back with a bit of a broken box. Do you want it for 10% less? Which is obviously about €10 or $9.99. And I said, yes, please. So I got this one for $89.99.
And literally all it is
a little bit of a broken box.
See, there's like a dent in the box here. I mean, we do keep all of the boxes to our Lego. We think we might be able to pop that out anyway. Yeah. So yeah, we got it for $89.99 instead of $99.99. So that's actually worked out well.
Super excited to build this.
Bank holiday is coming up for us, not for you because we're pre-recording this, but I think we're going to have a Lego bank holiday. So. But
both of these will end up on our Instagram anyway, I'm sure. So if you want to see the finished products, head across to our Instagram, ATangledLife, and have a little look down there. I think that's everything.
Yeah. So thank you for watching our Disneyland Paris haul. I hope you've enjoyed all the things we've brought. I love watching people's hauls, so hopefully you guys love to watch them too. Next week for you
Tune in
because it is our first vlog from our Disneyland Paris trip, which we are super excited to share with you. So please stay tuned, come back next Wednesday and follow our adventure in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Thanks guys.
Bye.